Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and dreamers of all ages, welcome to the Disney Countdown Show.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
Hello, and welcome to the show. Basically, we are back for another countdown. We're actually going to be finishing up our countdown here on the Disney Countdown Show, and we have a special guest. I'm so excited about this guest, and we'll get into it here in just a second. But we are going to be wrapping up our countdown of our favorite Disney character abilities and powers, and the ones that we would love to have. We had a very interesting selection last episode on who we chose, and I got some clarification. I ended up including more like I'd rather be that type of character kind of thing, and I feel like the powers kind of line up more in the top 5. But Megan, our guest today is Emily Ricks, and I don't think a lot of you might know who this is. Well, if you've listened to Toy Story 3, you know who this is. This is Bonnie.
Yeah.
Our voice actor friend is going to be coming and joining us today.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Emily's awesome. I have had the very fortunate privilege of hanging out with Emily for a little bit in Disneyland, which was really cool. She is so awesome, so sweet.
When did that happen?
I know. It was so... I was actually hanging out with John Morris, the voice of Andy, Mary, the voice of Boo, and Emily all at the same time. So a lot of Pixar voice actors, which was really cool. And this is about 2 months ago now, for the holidays. And
I completely forgot about this.
Yeah.
I remember, wasn't it right when we were taking our break after the holiday, like right during the holiday season?
It was
during that
correct.
craziness?
Yeah. So we were not recording each week. That's right. Yeah. So it was like right before the blockout period for us, for Magic Key Holders. And so that's when we hopped over there and did, just some holiday stuff. We went on Pixar Pal Around together, which was really fun. But yeah.
The moving one?
Of course. It was both John and Mary's first time, and they had a good time. They had a blast.
Oh, happy for them.
Yeah.
Never would join you, but you happy you went with them.
Right? I know. No, they had a good time. I was very impressed. They were troopers, so that was cool. But yeah, I'm so excited to chat with Emily. Y'all know her as the voice of Bonnie, and Bonnie is a, very much beloved character in Toy Story 3 and 4. And, now is Toy Story 5. We're getting into...
Bonnie's still the main character.
Still
this
around,
is her
yeah.
iPad that we're going to be talking about. So I know she won't be able to share a lot of information on what she recorded.
Not too much. Right.
No, not too much. But we have some great questions, and we'll get to that here a little bit later when she does come into the studio virtually and joins us. We have some really great questions lined up for her, and our Patreon family has also submitted some questions as well, and we're going to go through some of those too. So y'all get to be included in this too. I'm so excited about it.
Absolutely. It's got to be a good time. But of course, y'all, if you are not following us on the socials just yet, go ahead and give us a follow. We are at Disney Countdown Show on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Of course, we'd love if you'd also subscribe to the show because, like we say every single time, there's some people finding out we have a podcast. So we really appreciate you doing that over on the socials. We post our full episodes on YouTube every week, youtube.com/Countdown Network. And of course, every single day you see our faces because we are on all the things. I am at the Magical Millennial _ and she is at the Dapper Danielle. Thank you so much for liking and sharing our videos. We love you.
Wherever you're finding us right now.
Yes.
Probably not TikTok, since the last 2 only got less than 5,000 views over on my page. No idea why.
TikTok can just, you know what?
Choosing violence. And I don't even look at the notifications over there anymore. I record them in that app, and then I'll take that video and I'll post it everywhere else. But at the moment, y'all, and all of our influencer friends can vouch for this, we just want to take our phones and yeet it across the wall whenever we look at it. So it's fine.
Sometimes. I don't even check notifications either. Now that I think about it, that's actually you and me.
Probably a problem, but it's fine. We have things set up over there. It's all good. But even though people aren't seeing us over there, we do have people seeing our show. which is
Yay!
amazing. And they're listening and they're reviewing. And we actually do have one right here that we do want to highlight.
Yes.
And this one is from Instagram. Bailey, do you want to read this one, Megan?
Yes, I can read it from Bailey. And yes, thank you so much again for leaving your reviews. You can DM us over on the show's Instagram page. You can leave it on Apple or Spotify or email. We do have an email, Disney Countdown Show. Sorry, it's Countdown Show. No, hang on. DisneyCountdownShow@gmail.com. That is what it is. Excuse me. Okay. Here we go. This is from Bailey on Instagram. Bailey says, 5-star review with 5 stars. And hi, podcast fam. This is my favorite podcast, and I look forward to listening every Monday. This podcast definitely helped me when I went to Disney World for the first time in August 2025 and added a lot of knowledge to all of my Disneyland experiences. Okay, so you went to both. I'm just making sure that you know that they are separate parks. Okay. Sorry.
Just making sure.
Disney World and Disneyland were in the same sentence. Hang on. Okay, we're good. I do have a question for both you lovely ladies. How did you get into being a Disney influencer? Was that something you've always wanted to do? I also have 2 countdown suggestions for you to consider. Number 1 is top Disney horses, even if it's just a top 5. Seeing as 2026 is the year of the horse and I'm a major horse girl, I would love to hear your top Disney horses. I love this idea, Bailey. We will add it to the list. And number 2, what are your top 10 items you keep in your park bag? I love what's in my park bag videos and would love to hear your top item to bring to the parks. Thanks for everything. Keep making the magic, Bailey. Bailey, I love that. Both
These are
of those
great questions.
Right?
And I love how my mind immediately went to the 10 items you keep in your park bag. Y'all do not understand. Me and Megan pack very differently for
That we do.
park.
That we
and
do.
Megan brings a whole mini luggage, and she has those fancy little bags
Yeah,
that it
I
can
have-
fit like a small child into if she really wanted to.
This one. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no. Mine is a small crossbody that maybe contains 10 items. No, I don't even think it contains that. Maybe 5 that I bring with me on the regular, but even then, like, y'all, that would be a great conversation.
It would. Danielle is a very efficient packer. I would have to definitely move into my bonus list to make sure I get everything in there because I do have quite a bit that I like to take to the park, which is so funny because you'd think that for World you might need more or for some reason, and then Land is just it's the locals park. You don't have to take very many things, but I'm just always literally carrying a small child in my bag. The weight,
I don't know
my
why.
shoulders hurt.
Because maybe it's just whatever park we're most comfortable with, because when I go to Disneyland, I do tend to overpack a little bit, or I feel like I need to bring more things.
Yeah.
But some of that is layers, because you have to bring with you a jacket for when the park sets. Here in Disney World, that's not the norm. It is the same temperature usually the entire day. It's going to be hot, and it's going to be muggy later. There's no in between. So
That's so true.
I don't know. And I feel like if we have something that we bring with us, it's an umbrella, and it stays and it lives in the bag. It doesn't move. It just lives there.
Yeah.
So
That's very, very true. But that would be a really fun countdown between the two of us
That would.
to talk about. Yeah, I do like that. And
I
then
like that
for the
too.
Disney influencer, which is so funny, I don't call myself that ever still. Danielle, I don't know if you feel the same way.
No, we've talked about this, and I have a hard time considering myself an influencer also, even though I know the term influencer is just you have say or whatever like that. We don't view ourselves as that, because we're just talking about things that we're genuinely a fan of,
Right.
and that we're nerding out on. We're just getting our voice out there through social media. I don't consider myself an influencer. I'm not.
Which is, it's totally fine to have, to call us that title. It's completely fine, by the way.
Yeah.
I refer to myself as a content creator, but because I know
I would agree with that.
There's 2 different meanings to the 2, but I do feel like they're one and the same, essentially. So, but yeah, I mine kind of just happened by accident. I think Danielle's kind of did too. It was just
Same.
us making videos that we kind of wanted to make during COVID when the parks were closed.
Right.
At least because Disneyland was closed for over a year, and so I was like, let's just try this little TikTok app out, like everyone else is doing, and we'll make funny Disney videos because people are missing the parks. And it just kind of happened and grew on TikTok. That was my first platform. I believe that was Danielle's first platform as well.
It was.
And then we just kept making the same videos. We adapted content a little bit to the times and to what was.
We're still adapting.
We're still adapting. We're still, changing it up every now and then, but not too much to what's trending or what's getting a little bit of traction. But it's just been us talking to our phones for 5 years now. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Mine was completely by accident. I was just I used it as a way of detoxing after really long shifts working at Walt Disney World because we opened up first. And it was only because my college program girls that were let go and sent back home, I was still in contact with them. And they were like, Danielle, you should like make silly, goofy TikTok videos and then post them online. And then I went into talking about what was happening in Disney World and some of my history and my knowledge. And because I trained everybody, all my friends, I trained everybody in my line of business. So they're like, Danielle, you taught all of us. You should just take that same knowledge and just post it online, see what happens. And then bada bing, bada boom, here we are. And yeah, so it was never our intention. Like looking back, and I was even talking with my family about this earlier too. I never saw myself where we are now 5 years ago. Like I was the plan was to finish my time in coordinating. I was gonna apply to the LLC, the Disney leadership role in Disney merchandise, and then I was gonna be a Disney merchandise leader. That was like the plan. That was the original get-go. And now here we are. So it's you never know where it's gonna take you. But a lot of it is just focusing on what we're passionate about, what we find interesting, and then just kind of throwing it to the wall, see what sticks. And y'all seem to like it, so that's why we're here.
Exactly. That's always my advice to people. It's like, just start it. Like, if you want to make videos and you want to start making content, do it. But just, let it be fun at first. Bring your authentic self to the camera and let people see the real you, because I think people can see through, any sort of fake stuff instantly, and
it's hard
but,
you can't maintain it. All those people that
you can't maintain it,
that put on a different persona out online, it's hard to keep up with that other persona. We ain't got time for that.
Exactly. It doesn't last, and it's exhausting, really. So you just want to bring your authentic self, your authentic energy to the content, make it a video diary for you, and you never know what could happen with it, really.
Right.
So, but yeah, thank you so much, Bailey. We have officially noted those countdowns for the future, so we appreciate it. I think that the top Disney horses would be great because it is Year of the Horse, and we do have a lot of Disney horses out there who are being kind of represented over here for Lunar New Year Festival, but Horace is the main attraction right now. Main attraction.
I love that.
Pun absolutely intended. So, but we do have another review from Rosie, who is our Patreon member. Hi, Rosie.
Hey. Now this one is interesting. So we talked about in our last episode the idea of doing another one of those, like, I'm over here, like the Pirates one that we did, or the coast to coast miscommunication.
Exactly.
And Rosie kind of sent us an idea. And a great coast to coast concept would be Trader Sam's over Disney World versus Disneyland.
Yep.
And being in the wrong park. So our producer Danny kind of came up with a final product idea and kind of a concept. So we want to throw it out here to you guys, see what you think about the concept, and then let us know if you think we should go out and try to film this for real life.
Okay.
So what do you think? Should we go through and kind of set this up a little bit, or do you want me to just read through the back and forth?
We'll do a table read. Let's go back and forth between you and me. What our script here?
So, scene set inside Trader Sam's in our respective park locations.
Yep.
Ding and acting. Here we go. Take one. I'm here. I got a seat in the back.
Oh, amazing. I just got here.
Great. Can you order us drinks?
Say less.
And then Megan stands at the bar and looks around for a while as Danielle sits looking everywhere. Megan and Danielle both look at the menu and around at the bar, confused. Bartender approaches Megan and a waiter approaches Danielle in a split screen. They both look around the bar, then at the menu, shrug, then look at the bartender and waiter and order the same drink in unison. I'll have the Close enough. As the chant starts around the bar at both locations, you then pull back to reveal one of you walking into frame on the other coast, drink in hand, and you finish out the chant together. Cheers, and then drinks. I kind of like that idea.
That's cute, and then it ends with us being on the same coast, like we did for Pirates. Yeah, okay.
Which I will say, though, I feel like we need to film this in Walt Disney World, only because our we actually have the animatronic.
You have the animatronic, yes. And Danielle, talk about things I've never done over there. I've never been to Trader Sam's over there.
Well, I guess that answers that question.
That's what's happening now. Okay.
But to be fair, I've only ever sat outside of your Trader Sam's. I have never been inside your Trader Sam's.
Oh, okay. So you do need to do that because it's cute. It's really cute. It's small-ish, but it's
Ours
cute.
is small-ish.
Okay. Well, I am so excited to see yours. I have been inside ours a couple times, so I'm very, very excited to see. Okay, we can make this happen. So
But I'm adding it to the list of things. Hold on. There's a separate list
so many
inside
lists.
the other side that we are putting to add to things that Megan has to do when she's down here later on. So,
which, by the way,
Traders-
yes, it's official. I have flights are booked. I am going to be there February 26th to March 3rd.
Wow.
It's happening.
I'm exhausted.
Which I love it. At the end of this script, it does say #viral, #you're welcome. So thank you, Rosie.
Yes,
You the
thank you,
best.
Rosie. We love the idea. So let us know in the comments of the show notes. Let us know what you think. Should we make this a thing? Should we edit it up a little bit? I kind of feel like we need to be maybe outside. Maybe we'll be inside ordering. I don't know. We'll see what the vibe is or what we can actually get into. That's the other struggle is the wait line for Trader Sam's, especially over here in Walt Disney World. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
we'll let you know. We'll figure it out.
Stay tuned. We do have one more review from Spotify, and this is from Klein.Shelby33. It says, I love listening to you girls and follow both of you on all socials, and especially love listening while I'm playing a Disney Dreamlight Valley. That's awesome.
I have been so engulfed in Dreamlight Valley here recently, and I made a video talking about it and how they have like for the spring there's dapper outfits for like they can dress people up like the Dapper Dans, and y'all might have seen the video of my I have crocodiles as my little pet friends, which is the most Florida coded thing you can possibly think of.
Right.
And so I have my army of crocodiles with me, and I love it so much. And they're fabulous. They're little Dapper Dan crocodiles. And then I need to get there's a Dapper Dan outfit for Donald too that I need to try to get my hands on. So we'll see.
That's awesome. I love it. Well, we do also want to welcome in some new Patreon members. We were just talking about a few of them. So hello to Angela, Melinda, and Marley, who is currently in our live chat right now, watching us record, seeing all the behind the scenes. Hello, everybody. We are so happy to have you. We just love our Patreon fam so much. You hear us talk about them every single episode, but we really do appreciate y'all being here and hanging out with us every single week. And also just, being a part of the fam. We do have our virtual hangs every month. You get access to the bonus episodes. We are probably going to do another in-person meetup at the parks, add free versions of each episode as well, and so many more magical perks. We do have giveaways every month. And we also today are going to have something that's kind of cool. Like Danielle said, we do have questions that y'all submitted that we're going to ask Emily Ricks herself, the voice of Bonnie. So lots of fun bonus benefits to being a part of the Disney Countdown Show fam.
We need to add a clarification. I said it in the beginning of the episode, and I realized I misspoke. So, Emily did the voice of Bonnie in the first Toy Story that introduced Bonnie. So that would be in Toy Story 3, right? I don't believe she did the voice of Bonnie in Toy Story 4, and I don't think she's doing the voice of Bonnie in Toy Story 5.
Which makes sense because she has grown up, y'all. And similar with Dashiell Parr in the first
Yes.
Incredibles, was not the voice of Dashiell Parr in Incredibles 2 because that came out like 15 years later? Right. So, yes, that makes sense. But there you go. Toy Story 3, where Bonnie was first introduced to us. That is Emily.
But she did do the shorts. So like the Christmas short that came out, and then the Lost not Lost Continent, but like the dinosaur one that they did during Christmas also. Oh wait, no, that was the Christmas one. Yeah, I keep forgetting that takes place during Christmas. Oh no, it's the terror one in the hotel, and the sergeant one. Those were interesting. That was a time. That was a lot.
That was a time, and you could still find those on Disney Plus. Always a blast with so much Toy Story. It's been great. Y'all see the Toy Story ad for Super Bowl with Woody and his Levi jeans? That was pretty funny.
I've seen all of our friends get the Levi jeans Woody dolls, and
I got mine sitting right over there.
Did you get it, Megan?
Yeah, he's sitting right down there. I still have to make a video.
That was such an interesting choice. Like, choices were made.
I just want to hang on.
I get it.
Pause for a moment. Let me just hang on. We're gonna bring him out. 1 second.
Oh, okay. We actually have like a prop for this, y'all. This is amazing.
Hold. Okay. So wait. I can't hear you. Okay. He's facing the back, which is
Because it's to show the Levi's logo.
it's to
on
show
the
his
butt.
butt. Yeah.
Which is to show that he's a cowboy, but he ain't got nothing in the trunk at all. Like, let's accent that he is a flat behind a cowboy.
He's skipping leg day, you guys.
He's
Obviously.
skipping leg day.
Yeah. What he's skipping? Well, Wood is skipping all the days, but he is definitely skipping leg day, and yeah, it is very interesting. I mean, we love Levi's. I own Levi's myself. I do love them, but yeah, it's very interesting. He's just facing the back.
Like,
in the box.
I'm shocked they didn't do. So, do they have a pair of Levi's that's like Woody inspired or like Toy Story inspired, or is
I
it
think
just the toy?
They did have a whole collection, and I think there were jeans involved, yes. There's also, I actually own the jean jacket with the cow print sitting in my closet right now.
Oh.
On the collar. Really cute. So there was a whole, like, jean collection for Toy Story, and Woody specifically, because, I mean, Buzz Lightyear doesn't wear jeans, so it's Woody and Jessie inspired, yeah.
See, I don't get me wrong. I love cowboys. My entire bathroom is themed to Frontierland. But I am not a Woody cowboy girly. I am a Buzz Lightyear girly, and I don't
Are you
know.
really?
Oh my goodness. Me and Buzz
interesting.
Lightyear, I met him in the park in Magic Kingdom here recently, and I was like, hey Buzz, how you doing, bro? And I don't know. I just think Buzz Lightyear is so cool. Woody, I could care less, but Buzz, he's my homeboy.
Interesting. I don't know, like, really, I've never been a diehard, like, Toy Story person. I love Toy
neither.
Story too, but I think I've always been a Woody gal, because I didn't like that Buzz came in and acted all smug and like and like stole, you know, Andy from Woody. I didn't like that, so that's why I leaned more towards Woody.
I think it was really after Toy Story 2 and like into 3 where him and Jessie, I love the concept of the cowgirl and the space boy.
I do love that. You're right.
I love
yes.
that.
And
So-
I've never really liked Bo Peep. I'm sorry to my Bo Peep people.
I don't either.
Why don't I like her?
Why don't we like Bo Peep? I don't know.
I'm a girl's girl, I swear. I don't know. What is it? What's wrong with me?
I don't know.
I gravitate towards the animals in general. My favorite characters in Toy Story are Rex, Slinky Dog, and like Ham. Sometimes I'm sorry. That's just. Oh, and
Mr.
Bullseye. Excuse me.
Pricklepants.
And Mr. Pricklepants. Like I love the
favorite.
animals. My little nervous dinosaur is my favorite. So
Yes.
anyways, now we got real off track.
We
Sorry.
did.
We're talking about the Patreon. Sorry. Hi everybody.
Hey, the Patreon family are the ones that are here in the comments and they're reacting to us
Yeah, I
and
know.
just being like, no, we support this. We understand. And I'm like, yeah, that's why they're part of the Patreon, because they get it. They 100% get it.
Oh my god, Ashley is like, because he left his family for a girl. We don't like Bo in this house either.
Ooh, that's right. Or you know what Buzz Lightyear did? Jessie was afraid of the dark, and he's like, nah, babe, I glow in the dark. I'll be there for you if we're in the box together. And like,
Okay, it is super cute. I love Spanish Buzz dancing with Jessie. I
Oh
did
my
really
God.
like that a lot.
Yes.
That was great. Okay. Well, then maybe I am excited for Toy Story 5.
only if Jessie and Buzz are like plenty of scenes
We get
with
a
just
lot
the
of
two of them together.
lot of Jessie and Buzz. I really hope so
Oh,
too.
Jessie and Buzz.
Yeah,
That's all we
agreed.
want.
Well,
Wow.
as you can see, this is a wonderful safe space for y'all to come and chat with us and, you know, join the fam, join the community. And if you don't feel like hopping in just yet, we do, of course, have that free option where you can get the notifications as to what's going on in the Patreon fam, and you have the free channel on Discord as well. If you're interested and you want to come join the fun, we have the link in our episode notes, or you can search us Disney Countdown on patreon.com. Now, Danielle, I do see that you are home. You were just in
I am.
Nashville working your butt off on some book things.
Oh my
So how
goodness.
is it
And what's-
going? How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm exhausted. What's the meme audio of like, well, how do you do it all? I don't.
I don't.
I'm
I'm
tired
very
all the
tired.
time. Is really what I feel like, because so we finished recording, right? We did. We finished recording, and that night I talked to my family over the phone last week, and Mom's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're hosting a party for your niece's first birthday. And I'm like, yes, Georgiana's birthday, which I missed because MegaCon Orlando was happening this time last year.
Oh, yeah.
You're
that's
just
right.
now telling me, mother. And I was like, well, and I also have some other stuff that has to be done for the book. I was like, okay, that's fine. We'll see if I can get something last minute for Nashville. The next day, that night, I booked a 24-hour, I was flying out to Nashville within 24 hours,
Wow.
flew up there. Did the thing, bada bing, bada boom, did a lot of other lot of stuff, got baby birthday party, worked on stuff for the book, and then flew back home, saw family, recording this, meeting with publisher, and then going back and seeing more family that's still in town after this tonight. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And we haven't even really gotten into it yet, but
Right.
yeah.
Well,
So we're here. It's great. We made it
look
up
great.
and back safely.
You're here, you're back, and I hope that everything went well. All is
Thank you.
going smooth or as best as it could
And
possibly
see,
be.
I did get my hair cut yesterday.
It looks
and
great. I was going to say, I love the bangs.
Well, and that's where I'm just like, oh no. You know, when most people get bangs, right?
No, I know, that's the
usually it's like
stereotype.
stress in their life. And now I'm like, oh no, did I bring back the bangs because of stress in my life? And I don't know.
You start second guessing yourself.
I start second guessing myself. But it's because my hair grows back so fast, y'all. I
Yeah.
have because these are cut in curtain bang style. You can't tell, but they are curtain
Yeah.
bang style. So as they grow out, they're already positioned correctly. So I make them shorter on purpose because I'm going to sneeze, and here in 2 weeks they're going to be below my eyes anyway. So
And they're going to be just like beautiful layers, and curtain bangs.
exactly.
It's
So I
gonna look
have to
great.
cut everything
Yeah.
shorter on purpose.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get
Yeah.
that. I get that. And I saw your story. I'm glad everything worked out okay with your tire because I know that
Oh
you're.
my goodness! And I love
you
the
blew a tire.
Patreon family knows, right? So everybody started messaging me over on Instagram after I posted it. If you did not know, y'all, and you saw my stories, yesterday after I finished my hair, I came out to my car and my driver's side tire was flat, y'all. And I was like, "What is this?" I think I picked up something on I-4,
Yeah.
and the joke is that my car breaks down during MegaCon Orlando. This is when MegaCon was last year.
She got confused.
She got confused. Nobody told her the dates changed for the con.
You're a month early, babe.
I'm a month early. So then I was just like, you better not. I was able to ride on rims literally 2 minutes around the corner from my
my
hairdresser,
God.
thank goodness, to a discount tire where I got my tires originally. And my tire was covered under warranty.
Get that warranty,
And
people.
the tire was destroyed. So
Yeah.
because of it, I had to put a brand new tire on, and I didn't have to pay $100 some odd. I paid $34, and I was so happy. Anyway,
Because,
Yeah.
tires are freaking expensive. So that
They're
is a win
ridiculous.
through and through. I'm so
I will
glad.
take what I can get. I mean, did I
Exactly.
lose time in the middle of my day, and I wasn't as successful in getting around and fitting into my time schedule? Yes. But I'd rather it happen now than during MegaCon Orlando.
100%. 100%. Well, yay. I am so glad to hear it.
You've been
okay.
running around the parks, though, like crazy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I feel like some of that kind of ties into our Disney news.
It does. It does.
We interrupt our program to bring you this
Disney News.
Oh, actually, before we get to the news, our wonderful producer Chris has something he
Chris, what you doing here?
would like to bring into the show. Hi, Chris.
Not that I'm angry that you're here, but what you doing?
Hello.
What a welcome. Hold on.
I didn't mean that in a rude way. I was just like, why? Why are you here? Okay, there's the fanfare.
Why am I here? We don't have a game because we have a full episode. As I'm sure if you're looking at how long this episode is on your phone or whatever you're watching it, you know that it's a very long one. So we're gonna skip the game. But I do want to talk about a game. We are playing a game in the next couple episodes. I'm very excited to share with you all. We're gonna be doing another game of Disney Duel. I'm totally crowd sourcing all of the game basically. I've already got a bunch of questions, and if you're listening to this on the day of release, which is the 16th, I believe,
Okay.
I'm going to be sending out a link on Patreon and the Facebook group so that you can take part in the Disney Duel survey that we will be using for when we play the game. If you don't know, Disney Duel is basically just Family Feud, but we've retooled it and redueled it, if you will.
They've
Made it
gone
more magical.
interestingly when we've played them before.
It has.
Yeah.
It's been a fun
Yeah, they have some
time.
hot takes. They have some hot. It's nice because I feel totally like free of shame because I know none of the questions or the answers are me, which is nice. So I can just kind of just. I'm just the messenger, which feels great.
Right.
But we also have a lot more Patreon family members since the last time we played this game, so this could go many different ways.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. That being said, if you're, like I said, if you're listening to this episode on release day or during the week of release week, and you're on the fence or you're thinking about when you should join Patreon, this is the time because you can take part in this survey right now and be part of the episode. Next episode, I probably, if I had to be honest, but we'll see.
I always love seeing the audience picks, like what ranks where in these answers. It
I
is
don't know.
a
The
great
fact that we're
time.
preparing for this so far in advance makes me nervous.
Well, I
That's
will
usually
say
what
there are a
happens.
lot of questions that people have submitted, and there are some very interesting ones. I'm very excited to
Don't
see
tell
what
me
people
that,
say,
Chris.
and I'm excited to see where you think people land on their answers. So we'll see.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much, Chris. Okay, I cannot wait for these next few episodes with Disney Duel involved. It's going to be great.
I will be
Yeah.
nervously excited and just anxious over here waiting for their responses.
I'm not as like
Go fill out the
keen
thing,
on-
people.
Right? It's like I don't really mind not getting them right, but it's always so interesting to see what people's answers are to these questions. So
Yeah.
looking forward to it. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Shall we get into it?
I say we get into it.
Go Seahawks, baby! The Seahawks won the Super Bowl 60, and Bad Bunny won the Super Bowl. No,
The
I'm just
Bad
kidding,
Bunny
but-
Bowl. That's all I cared
Benito
about. The
Bowl.
Benito Bowl.
Same. So good. Such a great day, you guys. I was rooting for the Seahawks because I do have quite a few Seahawks fans in the fam and friends of family and all that. So they won 29-13, excuse me. And then Sam Darnold, the quarterback, and I believe he is a running back, Kenneth Walker III, came to Disneyland to join the parade in celebration of their championship. It was so cool. I went when the Chiefs won 2 years ago, and it was just, what's his face? I couldn't remember the day of either. What's his name? Oh my God.
I don't know.
Somebody, Mahomes, thank you, Danny.
I was like, sports.
Patrick Mahomes was the only one to be there for the Chiefs. It was just him. So it's kind of cool that it was both of these guys, like the main kind of players of this team. And what's fun is that I was at a spot right next to the Matterhorn where they actually walked down the entire pathway. And so you like said hi to them and you waved hi to them first, and then they came back down for the parade the opposite way from Small World and did the whole parade, and it was really, really cool. And then they did a bunch of stuff in front of the castle. There was a whole ESPN setup in Town Square, which I actually didn't remember from 2 years ago. I don't think they had that. But it was very special. A lot of Seahawks fans. I would say there's more Seahawks fans on the West Coast than there are Chiefs fans. So
I
it was
believe
quite
that.
it was quite a green and blue spectacle at the parks, and it was really fun. So
Wow.
that was great, and yeah, that was a fun day. And then I did some crazy pin trading just 30 minutes later, and it was
I was getting
overall a win.
messages from people that ran into you, and they're
Yeah.
just like, Megan's here in the park pin trading. And I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for her. Have fun, babe.
It was very, very successful. I was like looking for specifically for the Disney ball caps and bucket hats collection. It's like a six pin mystery set. It's been out for a few years, but I finished it and got made some progress on other sets too. If you stay there long enough at the tables and people have got their books, there's tons of people coming up with all of their collections. You will walk away, as long as you are kind and you're very respectful of other people's collections. You will walk away look so happy. It's such a good time. Everyone was so sweet. So yeah, and it's up until 3:00, I believe, and that's when the cast members start to be like, okay, time to go, you guys. So yeah,
Right.
it was a good time. But we do have
Wow.
Disney World news as well, just a little bit here.
We do.
Oh, Blizzard Beach.
We can kind of cover this both in. So if you guys did not know, here in Walt Disney World, Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach take turns of which one's open, which one's closed, especially during the months of from December till like February, because that's considered our cold months. They don't open at all. They go down for routine maintenance, all that other jazz. So I'm just double checking my dates real quick. It seems like Blizzard Beach is the one that's going to be reopening beginning February 15th. And then Typhoon Lagoon is going to reopen on May 12th. So they are doing their switch off. And if people are like, well, why? Yeah, y'all, because we just had a giant cold snap. The water parks have been closed anyway.
Yep.
They're just now getting into the routine maintenance that they need to. So yes, so those are your dates to look for both of the water parks. And then other information now has come out about Flower and Garden Festival for Epcot here in 2026. We now have dates for that too, which is weird to think about. It's right around the corner, March 4th through June 1st. Be sure to go check out Disney Parks blog, and they already have a list of topiaries, activities, festival finds, and then the Garden Rocks concert series and who's going to be playing and all that jazz. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think there's
this is
some of the ones
crazy.
We have a pretty good list.
You do.
Plain White Teas is coming back.
Sugar
98
Ray.
degrees.
Flock of Seagulls. Oh my gosh.
Flock of Seagulls. I took Daddy to see
I
them
am
last year,
hungry.
and he was living his best life.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, that's super fun. This is a good, definitely check out the concert lineup, y'all, because that's really, really cool.
Right, and so I'm excited. This is going to be the year of Orange Bird and Spike the Bee, and I'm so excited.
Spike the Bee, yes.
My son's seasons. That's great. Well, son and cousin. I consider Spike a cousin of the birds.
Definitely a cousin. Definitely a cousin.
Definitely
yes.
a cousin.
Yes, birds and the bees. Anyways, on Disney Plus, We Call It Imagineering is now streaming, and it is basically it's just a lot more.
Isn't it
behind
2.0
the scenes.
of what was already out?
I think it's 2.0 of Imagineering story-ish.
That's what I thought. Because
Yeah.
Imagineering Story went through all the parks developments. And
Yes.
then is this now a deep dive into specific things?
Yes, it's like
Okay.
Well, a lot of audio animatronics was part of this. So episode 1 is audio animatronics. Then we have soundscapes. Oh, there's Bob Gurr. Then we have let's ride on with the show. Lots of stuff about entertainment. So if you want a real behind the scenes, also like a fun BTS of the newest developments in the international parks, which I love Imagineering Story, so I know I'm gonna like this. This is We Call It Imagineering. All episodes are now on Disney Plus, so that is for my engineering fans. It's gonna be a good one.
I just haven't had time to whenever I have had time to be able to sit down and watch something, I'm kind of choosing Dreamlight Valley right now versus sitting down and watching something on Disney Plus.
That's fair.
And even I had time on the plane. I chose to edit content, and I paid for Wi-Fi for my little 2-hour flight just so I'm stuck in one spot and I just edit video and photos. And I only have one of them posted. I gotta get stuff posted, but yes. But
I gotcha. That's fair.
But Megan, I think
Yes.
I do. Wait, hold on. I gotta set this up properly.
So the scene. Okay.
Because we did the little bit earlier. Maybe I got to reset up the scene again. So take 2 for a new scene coming in right here. And hark, doth thou hear someone knocking at the studio door? I don't know why I win Shakespeare, but we win Shakespeare.
did.
And I think it's time that we go ahead and bring Emily into the studio.
Let's do it.
Knock, knock, knock.
Emily's here. Hi, Emily. Welcome into
Hi,
the
guys.
studio. Hello. We are
Hello.
so excited to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh. And
Now,
in the year
I did
basically of
not
Toy
realize.
Story. Yes, go ahead,
But
Danielle.
Megan was telling me in the beginning of this episode that you guys got to hang out a couple months ago during the holiday season.
We
and I was like,
did.
oh, dadgum, I didn't get the invite. But that's okay.
You should
I'm
have
not
been
bitter
there.
at all. It's fine.
We would have loved for you to have been there. It was super fun. We got to hang out for I think it was 30 minutes. We got a
was
bite
quick.
at which place was it in the park? It
Red Rose
was-
Tavern. Yes.
That
Yep.
was it.
Did you
was
get
so
the little
good.
fold over thing?
Did we? What did we get? I know we got a
think
burger.
a
and then
burger
we
was
got
in there.
some dessert thing that I feel like you recommended.
Yes, it was the holiday gray stuff or something like that.
That was it. That was
yeah,
it. That was
yeah,
it. It
which
was so
super good. And then I know John got like the harvest grain bowl, something vegan or vegetarian.
It was so good.
Yeah. So that was but it was super fun. So it's good to see you again.
Good to see you again. Good to meet you, Danielle. I have seen both of your accounts, and I am just like, I love your social media. It makes me feel like I'm in the park. It feels so good. It's just like great vibes. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for your service. Truly.
Thanks, Emily.
I gotta ask. I assume you're a Disneyland girly.
I am a
Have you ever
Disneyland
been
girly.
to Walt Disney World?
I've been told I went there when I was like a baby, but I don't count that because I don't have a formal memory. So I feel like I need to go back. I mean, that's the only solution.
Well,
I
you
feel like.
have a tour guide here if you ever need to come on down.
I,
So we got
I
it
would
worked
love
out.
that. Oh my gosh, me, John, and Mary, we'll have to plan a trip.
Because we literally
that
have
would be
Toy
so
Story
fun.
Land.
Yes, they have Toy
I'm
Story
so
Land.
jealous.
Yes.
So jealous.
And
Wow.
and they're about
be
to have
great.
Monstropolis. So can you imagine if like
it's
it was
destiny,
Mary
it's
too?
fate.
Oh my gosh, that would
It'd
be
be so
amazing.
fun.
Yeah. So
Wow. Well, I
That'd be
guess,
cool.
Megan, do you want to start off with one of our first questions that we have for Emily?
absolutely. So Emily, we're of course so happy to have you. We do have more Toy Story family that has joined us on the show. John Morris, the voice of Andy, joined us. I believe it was last season or the season before. So it feels like we are continuing the Toy Story character arc here on the show. And so and we know you and John are friends, and we've all kind of hung out together. And you go to cons together, which is super cool. So But mainly, I would love to ask, because I know Toy Story goes way, way back. It was the first ever full Pixar film that brought Pixar onto the scene. Were you a fan of Disney and Pixar prior to working on Toy Story 3? Or were you a Toy Story fan prior to working on Toy
Or
Story
were you too
3?
little that you just don't remember?
Oh no, I was such a huge fan. I remember like
Okay.
I mean, I was born in 2000, so I was like when I was growing up, Toy Story 1 was already out, and I guess two came out in I don't remember the date, but
99.
Was it 90?
2000?
right.
99?
So I guess they were both out, and I remember growing
Yes.
up watching both of them. I was obsessed with Pizza Planet, and I would go to Disneyland with my mom, and we'd always go to Pizza Planet. That was like my favorite place to eat. But I love Toy Story. Like I loved Andy. I loved the toys. I loved Bullseye specifically. Like Bullseye was my guy. I was such a big fan. So to become a part of the franchise was truly, truly crazy. And I always say like I'm a fan before I ever even joined the universe. So I'm very, very, very thankful. Loved all the movies.
That's so awesome.
And I see now I'm like, oh, maybe that's what we need to do next time is that we could go, you know what we need to do is we all go to Pizza Planet together and we get that $90 pizza combo.
Oh, yeah. The
because
one
you
that
have
Eric
to split
did.
it with what Eric did
This
with
sounds so
Lost
good.
Bros.
Yeah.
We should
I'm
do
so
that
down.
us girlies and do that.
Let's do it. I'm
a
down.
plan.
I love Pizza
adding it to
Planet's
the
just.
list.
I should have worn it today, but I have a Pizza Planet shirt. I mean, truly, like from the time I could think in form words, I knew what Pizza Planet was, and Toy Story was one of my. It was like Toy Story and Bugs Life. I feel like those were my two.
yes.
Two movies I went between. Yeah, I mean, I loved Toy Story growing up, so it was pretty surreal to become a part of the Toy Story universe.
That's amazing.
so cool.
Besides going and having pizza at Pizza Planet, do you have any other like a favorite Disney memory? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a park memory. It can also be like a memory associated with a movie, going and seeing something, or like just any type of Disney related memory.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I spent so much of my childhood at Disneyland. We had annual passes when I was growing up. I'm trying to think of like a specific memory because I enjoyed truly all of it.
Or like a character memory.
I remember specifically as a kid, I loved Soarin' Over California, which I know is now Soarin' Over the World. But that was like one of my favorite rides. So that was one of my favorite rides. character memory. I loved like Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh was also like my bestie. I loved Winnie the Pooh. Let me think. What else? A specific memory. We stayed at the Grand Californian a few times, and that was really special. Loved that. Oh, I think Storytellers Cafe. That I'm gonna go with that memory. I loved going to Storytellers Cafe at the Grand Californian. Like whether we were there for a night or a day, we'd always go there. And they have all the characters come around while you're eating, and it's so good. So I'm gonna go with that.
It's a good one.
Didn't make it into our Disney news, but do you know who Humphrey the Bear is?
Oh no. Wait, who's Humphrey the Bear?
Oh, Danielle could go on.
Humphrey the Bear is basically Disney's reaction to Yogi Bear, right? And then
I don't know about Humphrey.
You don't. So he just literally premiered at Storytellers Cafe. It's the first time that he has ever been created in a character meet and greet form.
Oh my gosh.
And he has a representation over here in the Wilderness Lodge, basically our Grand Californian over here in Walt Disney World, and he's kind of like the mascot. So I love that he has representation, but I'm not jealous at all that he's over at Storytellers Cafe in California, and there's currently no plans to bring him to Walt Disney World.
Oh my
so
goodness.
I'm gonna have to be making a trip out there, and so that's your
We're gonna have to
history.
go.
You're gonna have to do research on it after this.
I was gonna say
I'm excited. I gotta read up on Humphrey the Bear. That's so cool.
I think I have a video somewhere on TikTok. I'll have to find it.
It's pretty special. And so, yeah, Danielle, whenever you get out here, we got to make a reservation. But also what's happening, because Emily DCA is turning 25, or has turned 25. It's 25 years old this year. And they did bring back Soarin' Over California a little bit early. It usually comes back for Food and Wine. They did.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, last week it changed over, and it will be Soarin' Over California, I believe, until Soarin' Across America comes in for this country's 250th birthday.
Which I believe is
July
1st.
July, yes, it's July something, or it will change, I think, on Independence Day, on 4th of July. We'll see. I think that's, but I gotta do my research, y'all. So, because, so come on down before July.
I'm so down.
Do Soarin' Over California.
I love how we're just basically, this is turning into us giving Emily, like, hey,
Yes,
these are the things
educate-
we're
like
like
convincing her to
Please educate me. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful.
Yes. But I fully agree. Storytellers is such a great character meet and greet and dining situation. I think that's probably my favorite in the parks. I was fortunate to do the Christmas Carol one they had. Like Mickey Goes from Christmas Carol for Christmas, and Danielle's not jealous at all. But, so Emily, you did voice Bonnie in Toy Story 3, but you also did the Pixar, the Toy Story shorts. What was kind of like the time frame for that? How did that process work compared to making the actual film?
So I think so I started recording for Bonnie for the movie when I was in 2008. And the movie came out in 2010, and then we pretty much started recording the shorts right after that, from like 2010 to 2014. They were with like a little bit of a different team. We didn't, when we recorded the movie, it was on the Disney lot and it's like the ABC studios in Burbank.
Right.
And then we did the shorts at a different building called Disney Character Voices. And that was with a different director, different producer. They were just, I mean, it obviously was less time consuming because they're shorter. So I think it was like maybe a day per short or 2 days. So it was a little bit different. I mean, same like character, same energy, but a little bit of a different team, a little bit shorter in time.
Different people making the different things versus the full length movie. It was the shorts,
different directors. I think I feel like there were 2 different directors for some of the shorts. Production teams, so it was a little different, but everybody was still just so amazing, part of the Pixar family, and it was super fun, just as always.
Oh, that's so great. I love who is it, the guy that voiced Miguel in Coco?
Anthony,
yes, recently shared or reshared a video of him getting the part.
Such a cute video.
Did you see that?
I did.
Did anything like that happen similar to you, or did they just tell you, oh, hey, Yeah, go in there and start recording, babe.
That's such a good question. I love Anthony. We just did a con in Bakersfield, so he's awesome. He's so great.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to remember. So I had like 7 callbacks, and industry-wise, there was a writer's strike going on. So they started paying all the girls who were getting their callbacks so they could use their voice if the strike went into, like, I guess, full swing. So it was kind of like I was recording during my callbacks, but there came a point where I did get the call. I think it was from my agent, and they said, like, you have the role, like, you're gonna play Bonnie. And it was confirmed that I had booked it, and I was so excited. But there was no video of it. It wasn't like it wasn't in person. That would have been so
You're
cool.
like, oh, it's just a call from my agent. It's not a big deal. It's probably just a random catch up.
I was so young. I think I was going to soccer practice. I feel like I was going to soccer practice. I was in the car, and we got the call from my agent, Melissa, and she told me that I booked it, which was so exciting. I also didn't know much about Bonnie at the time, though. I didn't have like a firm script. I just knew it's a character in the new Toy Story movie, and that was enough to, send me over the moon. I was so excited.
And you're
so
like,
excited.
how am I going to play defense now in soccer practice after I hear this information?
It was a really good day. I was so excited and thankful.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that.
That is so cool.
And now, beyond Toy Story world, right? Do you have a little bit of kind of tying in the Toy Story? Did you have a favorite, either a line or a favorite like piece of or a short that you really loved?
Oh, favorite line. I mean, in the movie, I feel like the one I always try to do, and I can do a little bit of it. My favorite line is like, "Move over, Mr. Prickle Pants. We have a guest." That's like my favorite line. I love that line.
Because it's my favorite. Oh,
I love that line.
Danielle's so happy you did that.
I am.
Oh, thank you. My favorite scene though is the ending scene with John, with Andy. That's like I don't know. That's
Where
definitely my
we all
favorite
cried.
scene.
We all cried.
I cried
It was
too.
literally,
I cried too.
Oh my God, that literally came out when I was getting ready to go off to college. It was 2010. So that was my high school, my senior, graduating year. And so it was like the timing just all matched up. And I was like, I bawled during that scene. And when he drove away and Bonnie was left with all the toys and everything. Oh, it was just like, it was full circle, I was like, oh my God, this is my life.
It hits me harder now that I'm an adult, because I was 10 when it came out, and I mean, I cried then because I, first of all, didn't know that that's what happened at the end of the movie. I never got a script, so I was just told my lines in isolation. I never knew my character even got the toys at all. Okay. So I was just like speechless and stunned. And also, like, I grew up with Andy, so I was experiencing it as an actor, but also as a fan, like, oh my gosh, this is the owner of the toys that I grew up with, and it's sad to see them transitioning to a new owner, which is my character.
Yeah,
So it was,
which is you.
It was a whole waterfall of emotions, and it was really cool. And I was in the theater with my parents, and it was super meaningful. And one of maybe the biggest pinch me moment of my entire life, besides booking the role, was finding out the ending. And I think that scene just stays with me as I get older. It's such a representation of loss of innocence and growing up and going through life and becoming an adult, and how complicated of an experience that is. And the scene just symbolizes all that we go through from adolescence to being grown. And I think now, as I'm older, I rewatch it sometimes, and I'm like, wow, now I fully can get the meaning, because I'm not 10 years old, and it means so much. So that's my favorite scene. Favorite line is "Move over, Mr. Prickle Pants." And favorite short is probably, I really like Hawaiian Vacation. I really like that one.
Oh, I love that one.
The Ken and Barbie representation is so fun in that one.
It's so good. So funny.
I love it. Well, In other voice pieces that you've done, like you're mentioned in Wreck-It Ralph as additional voices.
Yes, I did that. I did ADR growing up. I still do ADR, which is automated dialogue replacement. So like a bunch of actors just go in and we fill in the parts of a movie or a TV show that haven't been fully dubbed, or there's characters that aren't fully voiced. I know it's on my IMDb, but I don't actually remember who I play in Wreck-It Ralph. I wish I did. I think it's.
So you're probably
I don't know.
I wonder if it's like one of the random citizens in
Probably
Wreck-It Ralph the game, and so like one of those random characters, or even one of the like the screaming candy kids as they're like running away or something like that.
It's possible. I've recently been going back through my like resume of stuff I did when I was super young and finding projects that I didn't remember doing, and I've been rewatching them and being like, oh wait, okay, I didn't remember playing that. So I'll have to go back through Wreck-It Ralph and see if I can pinpoint which voice is mine, but we just went in and did a bunch of dialogue for the film, so I'm not quite sure who I voiced specifically.
But I love that though. So I do appreciate you explaining to us like what that means in the industry, in the voice acting industry. So are there other projects like that you were a part of besides Wreck-It Ralph randomly?
I went in for ADR for a movie called Paranorman, which is with Leica. And I ended up voicing a girl who, she goes by Sweet Girl, and at the end of the movie she's like, Mama, and the whole world is falling apart. So that's a role I did that was like during ADR. I've probably done like 50 projects ADR. Most recently I did Wicked, which was really fun.
That's so cool.
The first part, which was really cool, and also a pinch me moment. That was a blast.
So it's just like a random voice that you heard in the middle of the crowd kind of thing?
Pretty much, yeah. When Alphaba is getting made fun of in the dance scene, we did all the voices that are saying mean things, which is so mean. I mean, that scene kind of broke my heart, but I was
But
so
at the same time, who can say, oh, I got to bully Alphaba in the movie? Like, that's kind of fun.
It was a really fun project to work on, and we did like all of the audience scenes in the first part at Shiz University. So that was really fun. We were like all of the college students there, which was very cool. I'm trying to think of any other like ADR projects I've done that I did Happy Feet 2.
I love Happy Feet.
I don't know who I voiced specifically. Well, I'm trying to think who else. A bunch of different projects, but it's just kind of random what you get chosen to do when you're doing that.
Well, and I guess to explain a little bit further for people, when they're out on set and they're filming these videos, the main characters are the only ones you are hearing voices for, because everyone else is silent and they're just quietly moving their lips.
Exactly.
So then people like you then come in the back and create the noise, and then that way they can level it out and add in this dialogue that they can control it a little easier versus a bunch of extras on scene.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is so
it's also
interesting, though.
The same thing of like footsteps. It's not the sound of someone walking.
Foley artist.
It's done. It's completely on the back end of actual like sound effects and everything. So I always thought that was really interesting. Yeah.
Movie magic.
Movie magic. The power of editing. Yes. Well, Emily, we do today have a few questions that our wonderful Patreon fam, and some of them are hanging out with us right now in the live chat, that they have submitted and would love to ask you if that is okay.
Of course.
And this first one is going to be from Nick. And he asked, who was your favorite toy or character Bonnie played with in her room, or any favorite character of yours that you liked in both Toy Story 3, or sorry, in Toy Story 3?
I grew up, so I love Bullseye. I have just like an affinity for Bullseye. I think he's just the cutest horse ever. In terms of Bonnie's toys, I really love Buttercup. I think Buttercup is the best. I was just at an animal shelter in Bakersfield, and I got to name a bunch of puppies that were up for adoption after Bonnie's toys. And the first puppy I named was Buttercup, because I love Buttercup, which I guess there is a theme because Bullseye's a horse and Buttercup's a unicorn. So maybe I just like
Like
horse-like creatures. But I think those are probably my two favorite. I love both of them. They're both so cute and peppy and funny, and yeah, I'm gonna go with both of those. They're the best.
Love that. Yep, and love the horse theme as well.
Very fitting for you, the horse right now.
That's
the
true.
horse.
I didn't
Yep.
even realize that. I didn't even realize that. It's so funny.
Oh yeah, and Buttercup is voiced by Seth Rogen. Absolutely right. Yep.
Wow. Well, and then this other one is from Megan at Cladwell, making sure, because we have multiple Megans over on the Patreon, so I gotta clarify which one it is. Do you prefer voice acting or performing in front of? Sorry, let me re-say that again. So Megan's question is: do you prefer voice acting or performing in front of the camera? And then what are the difficulties that you find with voice acting that you don't experience when the audience can see you?
Oh, that's such a good question.
I know that's like a double loaded question.
Thank you, Megan. That's such a good question. So I love both. They're both very different. I think what I love about voice acting is you're building the entire world internally, and then it's your voice that has to articulate it. And I think my favorite thing about on camera is that you're just stepping into a world and kind of feeding off of it. I feel like I love both for different reasons, so I don't know if I love one more than the other. I feel like I've done a substantial amount of both. Recently, I am currently filming a pilot in New York, which is really, really fun because the whole world is just, you're like immersed in it, and it's so, that to me is like a little more of an in-depth experience because you're in it for a longer amount of time, and you're getting in wardrobe, and there's just different layers you have to put on. But I don't know if I love it more than voice acting. It's just totally different.
Instead of just
So I feel
rolling
like-
into the voice studio and in
Yeah.
soft pants, and instead you have to be in full costume in front of a camera.
But I will say something I do love about on camera is you meet with all the actors you're working with. Whereas with voice acting, you kind of have to make up them being there if they're not in the room, which is more often than not. So I do love that about on camera, is that you are engaging with other actors on set. So there's pros and cons to
each
both.
other's energy.
Exactly.
Yes,
You can,
completely.
Yeah.
Both
you
are
can
great,
be
though.
Reactive. Yes. Yeah.
Both are awesome. There's something amazing about being in your sweatpants and a comfortable top and creating a world with no layers, and then there's something amazing about stepping into one that has so many layers. So
I love
both.
that you can have access to both, though. I think that is
Super grateful.
so fabulous, because I don't think there are a lot of voice actors that they only do that. They don't do performing in front of a camera. So the fact that you have the availability to do both, I think is amazing.
I'm so grateful. I feel really, really blessed and lucky to have been doing it for so long, and it's truly just a really fun career.
So now,
Awesome.
with the idea of the mind of the actor and emerging yourself into the world, we gotta ask, what are your top 5 Disney character powers you would love to have? So you've played a bunch of characters, you voiced a ton of characters. Think of their powers and abilities that you would like. And typically the way we do our countdowns, you'd start from 5, go down to 1. Did you have them organized at all, or did you just kind of write them down?
We're gonna improv. I can make them organized really fast. I have
On
a
the
list.
fly. Yes. Okay.
So 5 being like number 1 being number 1, and number 5
The one you'd most like.
okay.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go with bottom. These are just any Disney characters.
Yes.
Okay.
From any Disney universe. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. At the bottom, I'm gonna put Merida from Brave, because she's just survival skills. She rides horses. She's good at archery.
I would love to have red hair like that too. I
I know
understand.
that. You know what? That's a superpower too. So
Yes.
Merida would love to have just her instincts, her survival skills, her bravery. Not pun intended. Okay, so yeah, Merida. Then we're gonna go with Randall Boggs from Monsters Inc. for camouflage.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
No, I know, like
one.
a villain, but I I think it'd be really cool to have camouflage and be able to observe things without people knowing you're there.
Literally be a
I'm
fly
writing
on the
that down
wall.
for my
Yeah.
bonus.
Be a
Hold on, that's
spy.
a great idea.
That's a really good one. Be a chameleon. Yes.
Yes, you could
Oh.
be a spy. I mean, there's just so many ways you could use that. So Randall Boggs, number 4.
Nice.
Number 3 is Sorcerer Mickey. I
Oh,
feel like
yeah.
Sorcerer Mickey. I mean, maybe that should be number 1, but I'm gonna put it at number 3 because spell casting. I feel like Sorcerer Mickey can kind of do a little bit of everything. So
I would love to wear a bathrobe as part of my normal outfit.
Yes,
That'd be
right?
fantastic.
Me too. So Sorcerer Mickey. Then number 2, I'm going with Baymax for medical diagnostics. I feel like if I could have Baymax's skills, I could put all the pharmaceutical companies out of business and
right.
you know, help people hopefully.
My problem would be is I would look at people and I'd be self-diagnosing people. I'd be like, you are a hot mess. Here's what you need.
you're a medically hot mess. That's so funny. That's hilarious. I feel like okay, Baymax's abilities could be used for lots of good in medicine. So number 2,
absolutely.
and then number 1. So I love the ocean. I'm a surfer. I grew up boogie boarding, spending all my summers in the water. So I'm gonna go with Moana for wielding water, being
Yep.
able to navigate the ocean. That's gonna be my number 1.
That's a
So,
good one.
Hopefully that was a good list.
That was a really good list. That was fantastic.
Okay, good.
Not only did you come up with amazing, I love both of your connections to each one, but like you gave us ideas because I was not thinking Randall at all. I was not on the radar. And then Baymax too. I forgot Baymax, so that was really good.
I was looking at different characters and trying to come up with some unique ones. And Randall Boggs, I mean, villain, but however,
cut.
But I love that though.
I would love
Yeah.
Randall's abilities. That would be very
I think
cool.
Maleficent made my 6 through 10 because we do our 1 through 10. So I
that's
believe I had a
cool.
villain in there as well. Yes, for her sorcery
cool.
powers. Yeah.
Very cool.
yeah.
Yes, I've added some of those
that's
to my bonus
awesome.
list for later. Those were great. Those were
Yeah,
that
I-
really made me start thinking.
I wrote down
that's a
Baymax.
good one. Did you?
Oh, I totally did. How did I forget Baymax? Because he's not in my 1 through 5. But thank you, Emily. I appreciate that.
Of course, of course.
Yay.
Well, Emily, big thank you for coming on and
Thank you for
chatting
having
with
me.
us. I've learned so much about the voice acting community in our time
Me
and
too.
explaining this
that's
too.
so
So we do
sweet.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
so
you for having me.
You've been
Such
a
blast.
pleasure and a joy. Thank you so much. And best of luck in the pilot that you're currently doing. Are you in
Thank
New York
you.
right now?
I'm not in New York right now. I'm
Okay.
going there in a week. In a week.
Okay, you're heading there in a week. Okay.
So
okay.
it's gonna be cold, but I'm excited.
Well, in the meantime, is there anything that you want to share with the podcast? If you can share anything of like, hey, be on the lookout for this thing,
Sure.
and or your social media handles if you want people to come find you elsewhere.
Sure. So I'm on all the platforms under I'm Emily Ricks. I love making friends, so feel free to hop on there and say hi. Coming up for my music, I'm releasing an EP called Dear Dad. It's 5 songs I've written about grief at a young age and going through that journey as a kid to an adult, and it's actually like a very hopeful project, so I promise it won't be too sad, and that'll be coming out with a documentary sometime in the next few months. So I'm really excited about that, and the songs will be released before that. So yeah, that's what I have coming up for music. And yeah, just come say hi. I love meeting new friends.
Y'all, we forgot to mention, by the way, Emily's also a musician. She is a Swiss Army knife of the acting, voice acting, and musical world, and we forgot to mention that.
That's so kind.
Okay, but so hold on. I'm making a note of that so I can be on the lookout for that, and I'll stalk the social media so when the thing drops, I'm ready. Okay.
Thank you. Well, thank you guys for having me. I love both of your accounts, and I'm grateful to be here. So thank you so much.
Thank you,
We
Emily.
so appreciate you. Thank you so much, Emily, for taking the time.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Patreon people. Bye.
That was such a good interview.
That was amazing. Emily, she's so magical. She's so like nice and sweet and just like the perfect Bonnie, honestly.
Like, you meet people and you meet voice actors and you're like, oh, you're nothing like your character. But talking with her and talking with Emily, I'm like, no, that's the reason why you were picked to be Bonnie. That makes a lot of sense.
I know.
So I love that. That was so good.
It was great. It was great. And now I believe
Well, yeah,
it is
you guys
time.
should all go check out her socials.
Definitely go check out her socials. Absolutely.
Yes.
And her music. Yes, yes, yes. All right. It is time, y'all, to get into our 1 through 5 of character, special abilities, or powers that we would like to have. I'm very excited. I'm very, I'm pretty set on my 1 through 5. So I'm interested to hear yours, Danielle. It's going to be great.
I'm pretty set on my 1, 2, and 3. I'm not set on my 4 and 5. These have been bouncing back and forth all over the place. Who started the countdown last? I keep asking this like every episode, and I can't remember who started this or not.
I do believe you started this one last time. So I'll recap and then get into my 5. Is that cool?
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right. So my number 10 was Elsa's ice powers. Number 9, Maleficent's shape-shifting sorceress dragon powers. 8, Genie's granting wishes. Number 7, Mama Julieta Madrigal's cooking and her healing powers in her food. And my number 6 was Antonio's connection to animals and his ability to communicate with animals. And my number 5, and this came up in our last episode and it kind of made me laugh, but it is going to be, it's going to be the power to fly, and I am going to use Dumbo for the example. Because I'm just Dumbo.
Like, and I bashed Dumbo. I'm
You
so
did. You
sorry.
said,
And I
"No,
said,
it's
I don't
okay."
want giant ears. And you're like, I think that'd be fun.
I think it is so silly to think about, like, because there's plenty of flying characters around, but I don't know why Dumbo was just the one I was like, oh, if I hold a feather, I could fly. But I'd have to have big ears. And I think it's just like, I love Dumbo so much. And yeah, I've always wanted to fly. So I had to at least include one flying character in here, and it was Dumbo. So, but I'll sacrifice the giant ears for that. Yeah. It's okay.
That's a good one.
Or maybe it's ears. Maybe it's like a headband ears, you know? It doesn't have to be my ears. It's something you just attach to your head. I don't know.
Why?
I know. It's silly. Okay, what about yours?
I love it. I thought it was good. I'm like,
Thanks.
okay, boo, you do. Again, you
I
do.
just
you,
wanna
boo.
fly.
I just want to fly, even if I'm a giant-eared pachyderm. That's
Sorry.
Anyway, no, I think that's great. I think that it perfectly is on brand for you, Megan. I think that works fantastically.
Okay, yay.
Okay, well, my recap was a lot of other animal friends, and number 10 for me was Mushu. Number 9 was Hercules. Number 8 was Pegasus. Number 7 was Rosetta. And number 6 was Mama Odie. And all of these characters are either I wanted to have their characteristics of I wanted to be a travel-sized dragon, or I wanted to be able to fly like Pegasus. And then Rosetta was like, oh, I want to have her abilities. And I'm looking at my top 5 and I'm like, oh, I think this character was meant to be actually up further at like number 8, and then everybody was supposed to be moved down one. And I'm looking and I'm like, oh, dang it, I did that to myself. So that's why I was uncertain about my 4 and 5. But this one's going to stay at number 5. And weirdly enough, you guys are going to judge me so much for this. The Beast.
Oh.
Only not for the part of being cursed, right? But it would be cool to be like, have amazing animal muscular powers, and then also be in a cursed castle that had cutlery that talked to you. I think that would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
So, so that's why I put him he's at number 5. The Beast. Yeah, like I said, he was supposed to be up further in the list. He probably should have been at like number 8 or number 9. But I don't know why. I just thought of, the Beast would be cool.
Being able to speak. Well, I mean, anyone can talk to the inanimate objects because they are all. It's not like you have to have a special ability
my
to do
inanimate
so.
objects.
Okay.
I need to go home. I'm in my home, but I need to go home.
But you get it. I need to go home.
Okay.
Okay.
I swear the other options after this are not as unhinged. It's fine.
You know,
but-
we have some pretty unhinged number 5s. Let's just say that, people. It went from giant ears and flying to a beast. So let's move on to number 4. What do we got here? Oh, okay. Let's bring it back to kind of a little bit of a normal power. I want Rapunzel's healing hair. I love healing powers. It's so strange that I didn't pick Baymax, but I think Baymax is more of a diagnostic. He tries to help, like he has band-aids and stuff around him,
right?
And a defibrillator, right? But I would love Rapunzel's healing powers for anything. I just think, I included, Mama Julieta. Like I would love to be able to heal someone, if anything happened right then and there. No ambulance needed, just no ER needed, just right then and there. Here, touch my hair, it glows, and you'll be healed. I think that'd be pretty cool. So we are talking old Rapunzel's hair because I know it was cut off at the end of the film, but yeah. Rapunzel's magical hair. Her hair glows.
It does glow. It's
yeah.
Yeah. What's funny is that, I don't know, I didn't pick Rapunzel in my list because I was like, oh, that's too much of a basic answer. But my mind did go to Pascal. Because I was like, oh, it'd be cool to be like a little lizard dude.
A chameleon.
Just give sass.
So that's exactly like Randall. There you go. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But also, Jonathan, I didn't need you calling me out in the comments. He said, Danielle's decision to get bangs is not the most unhinged decision in this week. Good clap, but no. Rude.
That's pretty good.
It is good. I didn't need that sass right now. Thank you very much. Moving on to my less questionable choices. My number 4 is going to be the ability to just appear and disappear with the ability of like traveling by star with the blue fairy. I
love that.
I don't know. I think she's just so elegant. And then if you had to travel, like what other character can say that I travel by starlight? Like that is so bougie out of any of the other like magical characters. I think just to be able to say, yes, I traveled by starlight. I love that.
I love that.
That's why Blue Fairy is sitting at number 4 for me.
That's a good one. I forgot about that one because that Pinocchio freaks me out, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't watch that film often, if at all. But I love that. And that one is very Danielle to me. It's like, okay.
Right.
Blue Fairy, also kind of similar to Fairy Godmother. I like that a lot. So,
yeah. The magical, I don't know. She also just looks so cool. And I love her also in Starlight in the parade too. So whenever I see her, I still get emotional whenever I see her Starlight. Yeah. And so she's kind of been on my heart a little bit here more recently.
Nice. Nice. That's a good one. Okay.
Thanks.
Number 3. Okay, so this makes more sense in terms of the flying, you guys. I am gonna go to Tinkerbell and her pixie dust and and her ability to fly. She's a little sassy queen, but she's got some pretty cool powers. Because again, the flying thing would love me some wings.
The tinkering ability in the Tinkerbell franchise is also very impressive.
See, that's what I'm saying. She's got a multi-talented little lady. Okay. So, I would, and also the ability to help other people fly. I think that'd be pretty cool. So, Tinkerbell and her pixie dust for me is at 3.
That's pretty good. Number 3 for me is going to be Louisa and her amazing strength. I know I had Hercules earlier. I don't know what it is with me and the strong characters, but I love Louisa, and maybe it's just because of being the older sibling syndrome and like hearing her song also in Encanto. I
love Surface Pressure. I know. It's traumatized.
Right. So I think that's why she's a little bit further down on my list, because I think her and Hercules, both the strength aspect, are still in the top category. But her as a character is lower. That puts her lower on the list for me because I relate to her so much already.
Right. That's a good one. I don't know. That's so interesting that I do not have any strength powers in my list. I don't know what it is.
But that just shows our differences of what we categorize as like interesting to us, or things that we don't have ourselves that you're just like, that would be cool to have that.
Right, right. But Louisa is definitely going in the bonus list somewhere for sure, because I can can relate to her.
Right. And so like, Megan, as I think about this, are we going to have some therapists that listen to us? Are they going to be like diagnosing us as they go through our list and listening?
Probably. In some of these
Like,
countdowns, you can definitely pinpoint where our trauma lies, yes, and where our mental health stands. Yeah.
I need to know what the Beast and Louisa and Blue Fairy have in common, and I need to know what is the deep-rooted stem from that. So, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on.
If anyone is a psychiatrist or psychologist, I would love to hear your thoughts, your evaluation.
Yes. Oh, actually, so maybe Connie mentioned this in the comments right there. Dancing with the Stars and Alona Mar. I am a big fangirl of Alona. I think she is
I love
so
Alona.
cool.
Yeah, she is.
And maybe that's why, is because I just think Alona's so cool, and that's why Louisa is on my list, so low on it too. Maybe subconsciously that's the reasoning why. Anyway, continue.
Love that. That makes sense. All right. Number 2. Okay, yeah, so now we're getting into, I'm going off of Emily's list. This is going to be Moana's connection to the ocean. I love the sea. I love the water. It's, in reality, yeah, it can be a little scary. We know more about space than we do our own ocean, which is kind of crazy. But I love sea creatures, and just the ocean in general I think is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'm a water bug. I love swimming in the ocean. And it'd be so cool to have a connection with not only the water, but maybe some of the animals themselves. So, yeah. And being able to, like, navigate through the water should be so cool. So I gotta go with Moana for this one, for number 2.
I love that.
Yeah.
Mine is also Moana related, but it's not Moana.
Oh, it's not Moana?
And it's not Maui.
What is it?
It's Grandma Tala. I just want to be
Grandma.
There's 2 aspects to Grandma, and I think this is because I wish this for as I get older. Is I want to be the village crazy lady. I kind of already am, but I want to be that as I get older and known for that. And I think that's amazing superpower in itself, right? And I also want the power of coming back as a ghost spirit manta ray.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't know why this one's so low on my list. I'm really questioning, like, why my list because for everybody on this one.
No,
but
I totally get it, and I feel like you have always really loved the Grandma from Moana.
Yes,
and I'm the
talked about
village
that
crazy
portion of the
lady.
song
It's my job
a lot.
Yeah, so this makes sense to me. I see it. Okay, we're down to it, y'all. Number 1. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Emily, for joining us. And we're so excited to bring you more countdowns starting next week and more games, as Chris said. We cannot wait. But we really appreciate you listening in. Now, my number 1, I am going to move into actual superhero territory. I know that's kind of cheating, but I am going to go with Violet Parr's invisibility and force field powers. When I tell you, for years, and ever since I saw the movie, I was like, she has the best powers. That's actually, that I want that. I want invisibility. I always thought would be, but outside of teleportation, which is my number 1 power, I would love to just go where I want to go without having to do anything, right? And just like, boop, we're there. Invisibility is the coolest power. And being, just literally being able to be in a room or be somewhere that, like, it's kind of devious in a way. It's a little mischievous, but also very, advantageous. It's strategic. I think it'd be really cool. But also having the ability to create force fields is like, so cool.
This force field is really, really cool.
It's a good defense, and she has a good offense, and I'm just like, girl, I'm jealous. And since I've seen Incredibles, I'd always thought that Violet had the coolest powers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know, and Frozen is cool too, but I did already pick Elsa. They essentially have the same powers. Sorry, Elsa. Actually, Elsa, I think, has more ability than Frozen does. She can change her outfits.
I was going to say, she's got the fashion element to it. He misses the super suit, he loses it. So
exactly.
Yeah,
All right, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is... Nobody should be surprised by this.
I think I know what it is.
Cinderella's fairy godmother.
I
It
knew.
is
I was gonna say,
100%.
I knew it was fairy godmother. Okay.
And I think the reasoning why is because as I was looking at these characters and I was looking at their abilities and like how their powers work and everything like that. Think about it. Fairy godmother, Cinderella's fairy godmother, is the one you want in a fight, right? She, even though she acts like the bumbling old lady, she really ain't, because in Cinderella 2, Twist in Time, that wand literally can control the space-time continuum, okay?
Yeah,
So
we're talking multiverse things. Yeah,
she literally
TVA.
that wand is overly powerful. It is all of the Infinity Stones included into one, and she knows it. She is like one of the oldest of the characters. She doesn't explain how old she is, but in like Disney lore, she is thousands of years old, and is probably even older than Yinsid. And Merlin is kind of the joke.
Yeah.
So she knows more, and she just plays off all of her knowledge. And then when she knows what's going on, she does this little smirk thing, and she becomes serious. And she's like, "Did they catch that? Oh yeah, they caught it." And then she goes back into the goofiness. So I think she is so cool, and just the powers alone is why fairy godmother. She is the Tony Stark with the gauntlet, and she has that magical ability. So fairy godmother is number one.
I knew it. I knew she was going to be number one, and I love that. It makes so much sense. Fully agree. Love our fairy godmother so much. And I love the explanation, too, because, it just makes total sense. Cinderella 3, prime example. Yes, that wand is super powerful, so therefore fairy godmother is super powerful herself.
And she's the only one that knows how to control it without it going off the
Haywire.
rails.
Exactly.
Right. And she does these little fun things with it, which is amazing. And
she's hilarious.
Somebody to ask. Yes, she is one of the first characters I made sure I tried to get as soon as possible in Dreamlight Valley. Yes, she's in there, and she lives in a little pumpkin house, and it's totally on brand because I would do that too. So yes.
Big fan. Big fan.
Big fan.
Well, yay! There you have it, folks. Our main countdown, and of course, we do have a bonus one coming up for this particular countdown. And man, am I going to have to really hone in on this list, because I realized I missed a lot. So there's just so much out there.
What's unfortunate is all the characters that I think people would consider normal are the ones that are in my bonus episode list. And so all the unhinged ones came to this one. So
got it. And I was thinking, like, I didn't want to like cheat, because I didn't include any Jedi, because I feel like that's cheating. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And then I also didn't include any, well, at least as far as I know, I didn't include any Marvel characters. No, I didn't.
We didn't include any Marvel characters.
Because that's like the thing.
Other than
you know
Baymax.
what I mean?
Baymax technically is, but that doesn't count.
But Baymax is, might be in the bonus. And he's kind of Marvel, let's be honest.
Right.
But yeah, I just, I don't know. We'll see who gets in the bonus, but I didn't want to, be super obvious with these characters. So that's why. But thank you all so much for listening. Again, we appreciate you being here. Thank you to our Patreon fan for being with us in the live chat once again. And we are excited for our next countdown next week, and we'll be posting that real soon. But until then, have a very magical day.
And night, sleep tight, dream of churros tonight. Goodness. Yeah. Okay, Megan. Yes. Wondering, could she have created horses out of thin air, or did she have to have base live animals? I think it's more of a choice of the being able to create life on a whim versus altering a life that's already created. Right? Is it like she doesn't want to play the role of God, but can control? Yeah. No. That's a much deeper deep dive into it. Yeah, that'd be a little much. I think she knows she can't. That would put her in a Hercules god status. I think that'd be a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. We just whoa! You guys didn't think we were gonna get deep in this, but we got deep in it.
To have your name at the end of our new episodes and to receive a bunch of magical perks, please check out our Patreon via the link in the episode notes.
Or visit patreon.com/Disney Countdown Show. We'll see you there.